All right, guys, so this is Friday the 13th for the NES, released in 1989. This was a notoriously bad game by LGN, imagine that. I actually owned this game as a kid, and yeah, the rumors are correct. It was pretty damn horrible. I sat and played this and played this and played this for hours and hours and hours. This is one of the few NES games from back in the day I didn't defeat. Now, I did end up defeating it later on in life when I started retro collecting. And to say the least, the ending is not very great. But anyway, guys, the object of this game here is to basically, you're one of 6 counselors, which has different attributes. Some can jump better, some can throw better, that type of thing. And you're going around, and Jason starts attacking, I guess this is Camp Crystal Lake, and starts killing the kids and other things. As you see, there's 15 children, and right now Jason is actually attacking one of the camp counselors you can see up there in the cabin. So what we got to do is go into the cabin up there and try to save that counselor. I'm in this cabin here. Now there's also things in cabins like this note here that you can take and read, and go to the cabin near the cave. Well, that's what we're going to do. But we also want to go ahead and light these fireplaces, because if you light these fireplaces, it keeps Jason away from these houses. Basically what happens. The premise of the game, like I said, guys, is you got to protect all the children, and as the counselors, you have to survive. And you have to beat Jason a total of 3 times before you actually defeat this game. And let me tell you, it is very frustrating. As you guys can see, the way this guy limp-handedly throws these rocks at these guys, like in an arch, it's just, yeah, they really made this game very difficult to try to beat. There's a key and there's a knife. Now I got a knife, so it only takes 2 hits to kill these guys instead of 3, so that makes it a little easier. Now another thing, guys, is I'm using an analog stick on this emulator, so it's going to be, when I get to Jason, it's going to be horrible to try to fight him, because trying to go diagonally instead of just going straight back or straight to the side on the emulator with an analog stick, yeah, I should have actually mapped it to the D-pad. Anyway, so Jason's in here. Oh, I just saved Christy. As you can see, some of her power's been decreased, or her life's been decreased, because basically Jason's been stabbing her or whatever, who knows. That's what I always kind of imagined as a kid. So you just kind of walk through the house, and eventually you'll bump into Jason. There he is. And it's like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You just gotta kind of dodge diagonally, but yeah, this analog stick thing just doesn't work. Number 4 on the list, guys, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And in this game, you actually get to play as Leatherface. I think this is probably one of the first games that you get to play like as a serial killer, killing other people. So the object of this game is, guys, you got 3 lives. Your lives depend on the fuel that you have. When you run out of fuel, you run out of life. And then it's one of those games where whoever scores the most points in the amount of time really is what it comes down to. So your fuel is really like your time. And the game gets a little faster as you go. As you see, the wheelchairs are flying by faster. These people are a little hard to get. You kind of got to do this little tangle to get to them. But yeah, fun game, guys. Definitely check it out. Alright guys, so number 3 on the list is Nightmare on Elm Street. My favorite slasher, Freddy Krueger. This is for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it was released in 1989. Now, I was a big ass fan of Freddy back in the day, guys. And my parents tried to find this game for me, and they could not find it anywhere. You know, they looked at like Sears, Montgomery Ward's, J.C. Penney's, Toys R Us, KB. They tried everywhere and they could not find this game. So if you guys had it back in the day, let me know down in the comments where either you bought it or where your parents may have bought it from, because I'm kind of interested to see where they actually sold this game, because I had never seen it retail. But anyway, the object of this game, it kind of follows the premise of Dream Warriors. So you're like teenagers and you collect, like, that was like running and different powers that you can have to try to defeat Freddy. Now you have to go into each of these different like houses, and I think there's a school and there's a few other places that you have to go into, and you got to collect Freddy's bones here. And then once you collect all his bones, you fall asleep, and then you got to take Freddy, the boss Freddy, at the end of that level. And I think there's, oh god dude, I really don't know, guys. I think there's 8 levels in all or something. There might be more, I'm not sure. I've defeated this game once, but it was a long time ago, and I cheated. I used the emulator with save states, so it is a difficult ass game, guys, I'm gonna tell you that. Oh, here we go. We're gonna starting to fall asleep here, so you'll see like Freddy's face on the spider, and you know, that kind of stuff is happening now. So now I'm asleep, and it takes a little bit more to kill these things than it does in the regular world. So in the dream world, things are harder. So you definitely want to try to wake back up, and to do that you got to find like the boom boxes, and once you touch those, they wake you up. Now see, I've collected all of Freddy's bones here, so once I do that, I should be able to go to the next level, which I believe takes you, oh, I'm still in the dream world, yeah. So like that would be a bat, I think, in the regular world, and in this it's like some flying skull creatures. Then you got the demon, or the devil, or whatever the hell that is. Jumping spiders with Freddy's head. Yeah, guys, I kind of like this game. I'm trying to get to the end here, so I basically show you guys the boss battle here with Freddy. I think this is Freddy's claw that we'll be fighting on this boss. Alright, so see, I just touched the boombox, so now I'm waking up. So now we're back in the real world. So it looks like the only thing that's still the same in the real world is the knives. These are a pain because they come so fast, and that stupid freaking mouse is up there, or rat, or whatever that is. There we go. Alright, get the rest of these bones. Kill the spider. See, it only takes 1 punch to kill the spider. That's going to be a pain. Yeah, like I said, this game is hard, guys. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. Alright, here we go. I think this is Freddy's claw. Yeah, here we go. So I'll switch up to my knives here. Just throw my knives. Easiest way to defeat this boss here. Let's just sit here and just throw the knives at him. So anyway, guys, this is Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it's a pretty cool game. It's number 3 on the list because of just how damn difficult it is. It's just one of those games on the NES that's just almost damn near impossible to play. Alright, number 2 on the list is Halloween, with another one of my favorite slashers, Michael Myers. And in this game, guys, you play as Laurie Strode, as you can see there. And oh, there comes Michael here. So you can see right now he's really slow. But the goal in this game basically is to save these kids. And for every kid that you save, Michael gets a little faster and the game gets harder. So once you get up to 10, 12, 13,000 points, let me tell you, this game gets really intense. Now this is one of my favorite 2600 horror genre. I mean, there's quite a few. You got like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you got Haunted House, you got a few games like this on the Atari. But this is actually pretty fun. Kind of get your adrenaline going. As you guys can see, I collected the kid here, and how to do that, you kind of go above him, and then as you're above him, you got to just kind of tap your button. And if you do it just right and you time it just right, you'll get a hold of the kid, and then you take him to the end of the level there and drop him off, and it gives you the points. He just killed me, didn't he? Wow, okay. Now that there, guys, is a knife, and that's the only thing you can do to try to ward off Michael Myers here. So I'm just going to go over here, and then I'm going to boop with the knife, and then he goes away. But it's only for like a little bit, guys. And see, he comes right back. But it gives you enough time to kind of grab the kid and do what you need to do. Ah, maybe. That button thing, like I said, you got to time it just right. Just tap the button. If you don't do it just right, it's hard to get a hold of the kid. All right, and number one on the list of classic retro horror games is Frankenstein's Monster on the Atari 2600. Now this game was kind of rare back in the day. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I started retro collecting in about the mid-2000s. I ended up buying it. I've actually got a copy of this. And nowadays, it's actually worth a pretty penny. But anyway, the goal of this game is basically you got to go down there like I did, collect the brick, and then put it up here and build a wall around Frankenstein. And then once you build the wall, then you complete the game. Frankenstein can't get out. But I think there's like maybe 8 levels to it. It's really a fun game, guys. That's why it's number one on the list. The gameplay, damn it. The gameplay is just really fun. Obviously, you have ghosts on the first level, spiders on that second level, spiders coming down on the third level down there, and then also the water to kind of deal with and all that kind of stuff. Now, the only thing that really kills you in this game is the water. If you fall in the water, it kills you and takes your life. The spiders, the ghosts, everything else just kind of stuns you, and that's it. But it does make for a pretty challenging game in the upper levels. But this is easily defeated. It takes about maybe 20 minutes to defeat the game in total. But it's a really fun game. Now, I'm not going to defeat it, guys. I just kind of wanted to show you, what it looks like. But we're going to skip ahead here, and I'm going to show you what it looks like as basically you die and Frankenstein comes after you. So, just wanted to wish everybody a happy Halloween. You guys have a great one. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like the content. And also don't forget to hit that bell if you want to receive notifications when I drop new stuff. Alright guys, once again, you guys have a great Halloween. Peace out, y'all.